New pack-out units from Milwaukee, as well as upgraded tunes. We've got two brand new Milwaukee PACKOUT toolboxes, as well as an M18 Bluetooth radio. Let's dive in, take a closer look with each of those, and we'll also share pricing and warranty as well. This is the all-new Milwaukee model number 2952-20, and it's the M18 Bluetooth Jobsite Radio. So we get AM, FM modes as well as Bluetooth mode. We even get an antenna on here that rotates 360 degrees, as well as we have a pivot here, obviously about 180 degrees, and a pivot here as well. It's going to mitigate the risk of actually breaking an antenna and kind of aiming that where you need to. A lot of times on those AM stations, that helps a ton to be able to have that antenna that actually gives you that full range of motion. As you can see here on the back, this has a port for an M18 battery, and also we have two AAA batteries here. Now all the AAA batteries is to keep your presets, keep your time, things like that. So you can set a time on there, you can set presets for the radio, and those two AAA batteries is going to keep that time and keep those presets for you. So you can power the Bluetooth radio with an M18 battery, and by the way, any M18 battery will work. This is an 8 amp hour, fits in there absolutely fine. The 12 amp hour will fit in there as well. Or you can power it with the included power adapter, so 120 volts down to 18 volts. So this barrel connector here plugs into the side. We'll look at that port here in just a moment. So power it plugged in or power it with a battery. Now this is not a charger. The radio is not a charger. They do have a couple of radios that are chargers, but this is not one of them. So even if you have this plugged in or you have the USB-C plugged in, it's not going to charge the M18 battery. Here on the front, you have the metal mesh that covers up the speakers that we have, and what we have are two 3.5-inch woofers. It's going to handle all your mid-range and bass, and then we have also two high-end tweeters as well, so we get a full range of sound. And by the way, when you power this up, and you can see the times on there, even though I do not have this plugged in, nor do I have a battery in there, but it's keeping that time with those two AAA batteries, and I cannot power this up because it's not powered by anything. So let's go ahead, throw our battery in. By the way, thanks to YouTube, I cannot play any music on here, but it does have a great full range of sound. Very impressed with the sound that we've actually heard out of here. Power up the system, and you can see it's looking for a Bluetooth connection. And it looks like it's found it, and it's already, looks like that's, that's our sound there. So you can see we can go all the way up to 15, and obviously down to 0 on the volume. And by the way, on a 5 amp hour battery, on say the middle, so say like range 7 or 8 on the volume, it will last up to 35 hours. At full volume, so on 15 with a 5 amp hour battery, you're still going to get 13 hours of runtime or playtime out of a 5 amp hour battery. I doubt you're going to have it wide open, but if you're wanting to fill that space at the job site and run it wide open, you're still going to get at least a full day's use out of that. Here we can set our presets, we can set our time, we can even go in and set bass from a +10 to a -10, I believe, or it looks like +7 down to -7, as well as on the treble as well. So on the treble, same thing. So you do have somewhat of an equalizer on here where you can tune it to your specs on how you want to hear it. So right now I'm on Bluetooth. If I want to go to AM, FM, there's FM, there's AM, and again, you see the preset. So you see the preset on there as well. Here on the end of the unit, you see this little cover right here. We can pull this open, and by the way, there's a little rubber gasket all the way around here. That's providing that resistance to water and to dust to keep crud out of these ports here. You have a USB Type-C port that's going to provide up to 3 amps of charging. It is not a PD port, but it's still going to provide that USB Type-C 3 amps of charging, as well as you have your 18-volt port here where you can actually plug in the power adapter to power it that way as well. this is not going to actually charge the battery. This is actually going to charge your phone or personal device if you plug that in. And then one of the cool things here, on top of the unit, you see a little tray right here, as well as a couple of other options for sitting your phone or personal device. So here on the top tray, we can lay our phone down. And by the way, this is an iPhone Pro Max, so it's about the biggest phone you're going to have out there. The Galaxy may be a little bit bigger, but plenty of room to actually house that phone. Also, we've got a little tray back there. You can lay it down, stand it up, as well as here on either end as well. So you've got a few options to actually maybe even putting a couple of phones in there, or your iPad, or whatever it is you're working with. So you can lay these up there. No wireless charging, but again, you could plug the wire in, plug it into the unit, and it would charge your device while you have it sitting up here, playing your favorite tunes through the Bluetooth. Now this is going to run $179. It will include the power supply and the radio, but no battery, and $179 and a 1-year warranty. Obviously something new for the PACKOUT system. This is the model number 48-22-8447, and it's the 3-drawer toolbox, but you get multiple depths. So basically you get two 2.5-inch drawers and one 5-inch drawer, and it's locking. So you can see we can put a padlock through here, lock all 3 drawers into place, take your padlock off, pull down the ring, slide this in, and now all 3 drawers are accessible. You get roller bearing drawers, each with a 25-pound capacity. Max capacity of the whole box is 50 pounds. So you get this 5-inch depth drawer. So we'll measure actual size. So you can see we're actually getting a little more than 5 inches, about 5 1/4 inches of clearance there to put your larger items in. And as for width, right at 16.5 inches, maybe just a touch shy of 16.5 inches. And depth is going to be right at 12 3/4 inches. It comes with the dividers in here. It came in a bag, but we quickly installed them, so easily pull these out if you want a larger bin. It comes with all the dividers, so you can easily pull these out if you want a larger bin, or if you want to pull out, actually, you can see they lock in pretty well. They even have these little stanchions here, which keeps the dividers from swaying back and forth. And if you want to pull out the big one, you can pull out that one too. Just use this for dividers, and then use this for a larger area, or pull all of them out if you want to stack that with power tools, chargers, batteries, whatever you need to. You can see we get full depth as well, clearance. So you can pull this all the way out, and you've got the full clearance of the drawer. It's not tucked in there where you have something in the way when you're trying to get out a tool. Then the 2 top drawers, again, full dividers here. Your height clearance is going to be right at 2.5 inches. Width should be about the same, right at 16.5 inches, maybe just a smidge shy. And depth is going to be, again, that 12 3/4 inches. So you're going to get 2 of those drawers that are the same. Again, 25-pound max capacity on each drawer, ball bearing slides on all 3 drawers. And by the way, very easy to detach those, pull these drawers out, and be able to carry that with you if you need to. And then obviously on the top and the bottom, you get that full PACKOUT integration, so you can stack these, lock these together, put them on a rolling cart, or whatever you need to do. This sells for $179, and you get a lifetime warranty on your PACKOUT products. And now this is the model number 48-22-8444, and it's the 4-drawer PACKOUT toolbox. Comes with the 4 organizer style drawer, so you get about a 2.5 inch depth. Yeah, at least 2.5 inches on the depth as far as clearance from the other drawers. If you look at the drawer depth, it's just shy of 2.5 inches. Again, that width is going to remain the same at right at 16.5 inches and 12 3/4 inches deep. You get all the dividers included with this, and you actually get a couple more as well. So all of these are actually included. You can move these around as you see fit. You can see here on the edges, you don't get as many dividers because of the rail system, but these would be for your larger items. I could add another one back here if I needed to on each side as well. And again, there's plenty that come with it, because I've actually got 4 extra right here that I could add to it as well. So each drawer is going to be the same size, so you can organize these as you see fit. And by the way, both of these pack outs, you can also opt for the foam inlay, where you can customize your own foam, whether you're, you know, draw it out and cutting out for a heat gun or a soldering iron, things like that. So you can use the foam inlays to put in the shallow drawers, the deep drawers, in the 3-drawer toolbox, and the 4-drawer toolbox. So that system, the foam inserts, by the way, are like 25 bucks. And by the way, the 4-drawer cabinet or 4-drawer toolbox is 20 bucks more than the 3-drawer. So this is $199. And again, you're going to get that lifetime warranty on the pack out, full pack out integration on the top and bottom to lock these into one another. Also the metal reinforcements on the corner as well. Another great option for these drawers and toolboxes is the pack out dolly, also to roll those around the shop or job site as you need it. Especially I find that very useful in the shop to put that on that dolly with the 4 casters, because it makes it roll around very easily. Hey, thanks for watching. All these are already available. We'll have links in the description, so check those out. Also keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, would you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already? And by all means, if you hated our video, well, give us a thumbs down. But would you let us know in the comments why? Have a great day and keep smiling.